Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you some more third birthday gift ideas and toys that my just turned 3-year-old really enjoys. So if you don't know, then I did film quite a lot of ideas in a previous video just before Christmas because my son turned 3 just after Christmas, so it was kind of a good time to share those ideas with you. So there's loads in that video, so do watch it if you haven't already. However, if you have seen it, then don't worry, these are all new ideas that either I didn't think about, or a lot of these are actually ones that Arthur was bought for his birthday or Christmas that weren't in that video. So I really hope that you enjoy it, and I'll get straight into it. The first toy that I'm going to show you is a little fishing game. I actually bought this from Aldi a while ago, but I thought I would just share it with you. So it's a wooden one, and it's self-explanatory really. So yeah, it's just got like 2 little rods and it's a magnetic one, so obviously you just pick things up. They've got a little fish in this one, and yeah, he really loves it actually. This one's got 2 rods. You can also get ones for the bath as well, and it's a really inexpensive gift, but he just really enjoys it. A gift that Arthur has really liked is this chalk book where he can practice his letters. Now he has had books, he's also had magazines where you join the letters sort of dot to dot, but then somebody bought him this one, which is one of those books, but it's just chalk. If you've not seen anything like this, all it is just on each page is just like the letters, and it's got a picture of things beginning with that letter, and yeah, you just follow the dots basically, and then there's a bit of space for him to do his own. I'm sure you can get other ones as well. But this is another sort of quite cheap idea, but it's just really good for getting them to practice writing. And like I said, I think because it's different, because it's chalk, it just, to Arthur, seemed a bit more fun than doing it with a pencil or pen. So yeah, that's a really good idea as well. Something that Arthur was bought, and I'm sure this would also be good for, you know, like maybe a bit younger and also a bit older as well. This is a Melissa and Doug one. So it's a little set. So as you can see, it's like 3 teddy bears, and it's got different faces which fit in the corresponding teddy bear, and like different tops and things like that, so you kind of like put different outfits on, as you can see. But what I really like about this one, I think, is, so obviously that's good, but also every face has got a different expression on, and so it kind of also teaches emotions really, because then Arthur is now learning to say that teddy bear looks happy, or that teddy bear looks cross, that one looks sad, and then we like talk about why. So actually it's kind of given us that sort of idea to talk about emotions as well, which, you know, I think at this age is something they are learning, and it's not something that we'd like spoken about loads before. So yeah, that's a really good one. As I said, this is Melissa and Doug. There was one quite similar to this I've seen. It was a bit different, but it was I don't know if it was a princess or something. It was just like changing the outfit in a National Trust house randomly. It was just a toy. So I had actually spotted that just before Christmas because he really liked it. But I didn't really know what it was called, but I will try and find this one below. But like I said, I do like this one because it's also got like the different faces. I think that's quite good. But it's Melissa and Doug. But yes, I'll try and leave everything that I talk about linked in the description box. Something that Arthur has had for a while actually, but he does still like, is this. It's like a magnetic board. So one side is just a chalkboard, as you can see, and one side is just like a whiteboard, which is magnetic. And then it comes with chalks for the chalkboard, and then it's got lots of like little magnets, pictures. So you just obviously stick them on here, and you can make different pictures. They kind of join up. So that's a dog's head, and like the body and legs are somewhere. So I think this is, it does say for age 3. So when he was bought this, there are quite a few small ones in there. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, there's quite a few small ones. So we did take some of the small ones out when he first got it. But yeah, it's a really good one. Again, it's chalk. It's like quite fun, and just the magnet. So yeah, it's really nice, and like it all sort of like fits in here quite nicely. As you may or may not know, it depends if you know me or not, Arthur loves trains, but he does in general like vehicles as well. And something that he was bought was this remote control car, and he really likes it. He does have a remote control Thomas the Tank Engine too, which he got probably, it must have been his last birthday or Christmas, or around about when he was 2. But I think now he just has like more of the skills to be able to actually control it a bit better. But yeah, he really likes it. So I'm not sure where this one is from, but I will try and find a similar one. But yeah, it's just quite a nice little size as well, that one. But yes, he really loves it. I spoke about role play in my previous video, so I won't go in, and say too much about it, but everything I think I said in the last one about like, playing with kitchens and everything like that. We've got my mud kitchen for outside, which he's got and he loves it, so that's good. But I don't know, I really wanted to get him like some sort of post box theme, so I just thought, even though I've talked about like a similar thing in my last video, I thought I would just share two things that I've got him. So this I found on Amazon, so it's just a bag, as you can see, but it's obviously for a post man or post woman, and it's just got these like squidgy parcels in, and there are also two like envelopes as well. It's just like cotton, it's like a pillowcase really, but this one is Velcro, so this one actually opens. There's another one that opens too, and there is this one as well. So there are four little like envelope parcels, but it's really cute. I think you can get the bag in different sizes as well. I think it was £9.99, like I said, from Amazon, so it wasn't too bad at all. And then obviously this is a completely different size, so it's not, you can't really, well, you can put it both at the same time, but yeah, it's like a complete different scale. But I just really wanted a post box, so my mum actually bought this for Arthur for one of his, I don't know if it was birthday or Christmas. So this is from John Lewis, and I really tried hard to find a wooden post box, but it's so hard. You can get quite a lot of plastic ones. You can get a set, like a post office set, for fairly cheap. I can't remember the name. I'll link it below if you're interested. That comes with lots of little pieces, but I don't know, I just wanted like one that looked a bit more like a post box. He's got like a tiny little plastic one from a magazine, which does actually quite like. But yeah, this one's really nice. So this bit is actually a little chalkboard, so you can write on there, and then it comes with 4 little letters. And again, that little black bit is like a chalkboard as well, so you can write, like mummy or daddy or the person's name, whoever. But yeah, that's really sweet. So that was £16, I think. Also, roleplay wise, which he was bought, so he was bought a shopping trolley. It's like a plastic one, and it comes with like food. It does make noise. I think he has played with the noise because it kind of goes with the little like scanner. So he really enjoys that. He does that like with his kitchen. So I put everything that, like, he's got a little wooden till, now he's got a shopping basket. I just put that like with his kitchen because that's where the toy food is and stuff. So he loves all that sort of thing. And like any like cafe things as well, he likes that. I also bought another little shopping basket, which was, I think I found it in a charity shop, and it was only £2.49, it's just a little silver one. But yes, anything to do with shops is a really good idea too. I've got a few sort of more practical items or things that your child can take out with them. So first is a backpack. Now, I have done a video, I think, for 2-year-old ideas, so you could definitely go and see that, because there are things that can kind of go, for age 2, age 3, and I think I did say a bag, I think it was probably in that video. So he has got a very small Thomas the Tank Engine bag, which is probably more his size, like if he's going to wear it. I think it did actually come with reins, but we didn't use them, but just for the bag, that was on Amazon. This one is slightly too big for him. This is from M&S, but it was reduced to £5, and we got it because it was dinosaurs, and we just thought it was really sweet. But it's just really useful. Like if I go to my mum's house, I just say, oh, what toys or books do you want to take? And he puts it in this little bag. It's just quite sweet, even though it's a bit big for him. But yeah, like a little backpack is quite a good idea, I think. And then something else that they can take out with them is their own water bottle. So he hasn't used this yet, but this was what he was bought for Christmas, I think. But I really like it. I'll try and find it because I don't know where it's from. But it's just like a little bag with his own little water bottle. It's got like a little zip there, like a little pocket. And yeah, I just think that's really, really sweet. It's got a handle too. For Christmas, I think I bought Arthur a magnifying glass, and he loves that. He's taken it out with him a few times, and that's really cool. And then for Christmas, he was bought some binoculars too. So, it's kind of a similar thing, but he definitely likes these. These are from John Lewis. Sorry, I do actually have the box still in the car, because I like to store them in there to keep them safe. But yeah, he really likes these. He's taken them out with us a few times. I don't know if you've been to a National Trust property. They often have like trails, especially during half term. And we recently went to one somewhere, and there was a trail, and he was just enjoying like searching for things with his binoculars. So yeah, it's really cute. And this sort of thing is quite cute. You can just like put it all in his bag, and it's just quite, like, he quite likes having it. A fairly, perhaps, maybe obvious one is stickers or sticker books, and just stickers themselves. I'm sure I've spoken about this at some point on my channel, but yeah, Arthur really likes stickers still. So we have recently bought him this one, and it's just a really nice one actually. It's an Osborne one. They've got loads of different ones. This is just trees, but it's just like lovely. So it's like scenes, and then obviously you've got the stickers. And I think it's got the places you can actually put them in, but you can just like choose where to put them. I think it's a bit of both. But yeah, that's a really nice one. Obviously you can get them anywhere, but Amazon is a really good place for that. Also, he was bought for Christmas, like a really big, it was Melissa and Doug, like I think it was about that big, I would say. It's quite large, and it's got reusable stickers, so they're not sticky like those ones, because you know, if you stick these stickers on a bit of paper, like you can't really get them off, can you? But these are like, they're not, I guess it's more like they just cling to the background. There's like a few different backgrounds, and then you just like put the stickers on. There's dinosaurs, I don't know, there's like an underwater one or something, a jungle one. But yeah, he really likes that one actually. It's in the car, that's why I can't show it to you. But yeah, stickers, they're like, they can be fairly cheap too. Thinking about it, I think there was another, I'm trying to think, I don't think I mentioned puzzles, but yeah, again, it's probably quite obvious, but Arthur loves puzzles. He has done for a really long time, so that's a definite good idea. Again, they can be fairly inexpensive. I will say I've bought a few secondhand and they've been fine, but recently I've just had a bit of bad luck. I bought one in a charity shop which had, it was like a set of 4 like little ones, and I think there was like, I think 2 of them were complete, but 2 of the 4 puzzles had a piece missing. And then I also bought a set of 4 Gruffalo ones from Vinted, and annoyingly I only bought the ones in the charity shop because the Vinted ones hadn't arrived, and they did come a bit late. That wasn't through fault of the seller, it was just, you know, it's a delay with the delivery. But the puzzle had, again, 2 out of the 4 had a piece missing, which was extremely annoying, and I did ask the seller before, you know, was it complete? She said yes, and just, so yeah, I would just be careful if you buy them secondhand, especially on Vinted, because this person didn't, she said she would refund me, or they have, you know, you kind of ask for a refund, but she wanted me to send it back, whereas the seller could technically say, don't worry about sending it back, because even though it was incomplete, I would still have had to pay the postage. And I just, to be honest with you, I couldn't be bothered. I thought, well, half of them, you know, 2 of the puzzles are complete, so I may as well just keep it and not worry about sending it back. But it was a bit annoying. And, you know, obviously I'm sure some sellers would just say, don't worry, you know, it's my mistake, keep the puzzle, don't worry about sending it back. But yeah, that wasn't my experience. So yeah, be careful with buying them secondhand. But yes, puzzles anyway are a good idea. Games are also something which I didn't really think about, and someone said to me recently, have you got a Snakes and Ladders for Arthur? And I said no. I didn't really think like about buying him one, but yeah, you could definitely do that sort of thing. I guess I've kind of avoided it because, you know, I was thinking like dice are a bit of a choking hazard. But yes, games like this. So this is a monkey mischief game, so he quite likes this one. This was bought for him for Christmas, I believe. So yeah, just kind of like have a little look and search for different games, because I think now they're just getting a bit older. I mean, you know, he doesn't understand like the full concept of playing a game like this, but you know, if there was like different players, it's, you know, a bit, that's still a bit too advanced, I would say. But like just the concept of this is quite easy, you know, like flicking the monkeys onto the tree, or Snakes and Ladders. I'm sure you probably would quite enjoy that. So yeah, they're really good. Arthur was also bought 2, I think they're called like a lorry hauler. So he was bought like quite a big one, and then he's also got quite a small one. But yeah, if you don't know, I will try and like put a picture or a clip of him playing. But it's, you know, like a big lorry, and it's just got like sort of shelves, I suppose, for want of a better word, where you can just put different cars. And they don't do much, but he just enjoys playing with it, you know, put them in and out. He just likes fiddling around with them, and then like playing with the cars, or we might put his cars on, like he's got like a train track on a map sort of thing on the floor. He loves it. This is a balance game, so he has this one and he also has another one as well. This one's actually really difficult, the other one is too. This one like balances on like a big shape at the bottom, whereas the other one, the animals just all stack up together. But yeah, he likes it. So this one says 3+, which I probably would imagine is more to do with the size of the pieces, because the other one says 18 months plus. However, I would say like I find it difficult to actually balance it all, so I wouldn't necessarily, you know, would say it's a, I don't know, I think 18 months is probably a bit young. They can still play around with it. you know, and have fun with it, but actually like being able to stack it, yeah, I don't know. And also like they might get a bit frustrated with it being that young, because it is quite hard. But yeah, he's got 2 different ones and they're just quite nice. And with the other one, the animals, they're quite, even the actual animals are quite nice and tactile themselves. So I'm not sure where this one was from. The other one was actually bought in a National Trust shop, but I'm sure you can get both online anyway. Another vehicle related item is this. So like as Arthur now has 3 train tracks, but he hasn't had a car racing track before, so that is what this is. So it's not that big actually. When it's up together, it's quite a good size. But yeah, it's just like a plastic one with a little car which is like motorized, and it zooms round. It goes really, really fast. But yeah, that's another one. I will check my list in a second, but I think this is the last one. So I actually saw someone on Instagram have this, so thank you to her for the idea. But yeah, it's like a wooden game, a numbers game. It's very easy to like just slots together this thing, and you've got different cards with different words on, and then they have to like match the letters to the letters on the card. I did film a clip of Arthur playing with it, so you can see what I mean. I think it must have been about £9.99. I think it is wooden, which I like. You can get other ones as too. I've definitely seen, I think I saw a plastic one quite recently actually. It came up for me. But yeah, that's a really good one as well, and it's like a learning one. So I think a bit of like learning toys are good too. Another one that I was going to mention to you actually, but I forgot to bring it in. He has a snake, which you just, I mean, it doesn't like do much. You can't control it with a remote control or anything, but you just turn it on and like zooms off. It looks like a real snake. So that's quite fun because it kind of like chases him around the house. So he likes that. Somebody bought him glow sticks. So I know obviously they're advised for like older than that. So, you know, I wouldn't leave Arthur alone with them or anything. But yeah, they're quite cool, you know. I know people give them to babies. I've seen people put them in baths and stuff. But having glow sticks, like, you know, if you turn the light off, if you've got any sort of like den or tent somewhere, that's quite cool. It's not expensive, but it's just like, it's just a cheap little thing to sort of give them really as a present, but they're quite fun. And I've got 2 more ideas actually. So one which we haven't got for Arthur, but I must have seen someone have this, was a wheelbarrow. I thought that's quite a good idea. Maybe like when the weather gets a bit warmer, because we've already bought him a mud kitchen and something else for the garden recently. But yeah, like a little wheelbarrow, I think that would be quite sweet, especially if you do have a good sized garden, which we don't. Like having a wheelbarrow and maybe, I don't know, collect, if you do grow any vegetables or just collecting stuff, or even if you had to put like a little hunt or trail around the garden, I think a wheelbarrow would be quite sweet. The last idea, which is the other thing we bought him for the garden, which we weren't going to do, so we've got him a mud kitchen, which we were going to buy when the weather gets warmer, but we just thought we may as well buy it now. I'm glad that we did, because he has used it, even though it's cold, you know, you may as well get outside in the garden. So that's the mud kitchen somebody actually handmade for us and delivered. It was quite a good price. It was only, I think, £65, which I think is very reasonable for that. And he loves that. But the other thing we bought, which we have yet to put together because Matt needs help to do it, the first one came and there are parts missing, so anyway, hopefully we'll be getting it up soon. But it is like a playhouse or Wendy house. You can get different ones of different prices. We got like quite a cheap one. It's quite like a small basic one, but we just thought Arthur would really love it. You know, you can have that and his mud kitchen. So yes, I think that is everything. It's quite a lot to get through, so I hope this video is not too long. But yeah, that's everything that I can think of. Let me know if you have any other ideas, or if you are buying, or if I've given you any like good inspiration. Let me know. I'd love to hear what you are getting for your little ones, if they're about to turn 3 or they are already 3. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe if you enjoy watching videos like this. I recently haven't done many mum life videos because my camera hasn't been working, but this is like the first time I've filmed on this for ages, because I've just been like filming on my phone, so I haven't been able to film like proper videos like this, but now I've got it back, which is great. So yeah, I'll be filming more like mum stuff and more of the videos that you've previously seen from me, like, you know, like routines or whatnot. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one anyway. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, which I really hope you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone!